Have you ever felt like you're running all day long, yet the destination never seems to get closer? Do you often find yourself tangled in a web of endless tasks, but deep inside, you feel empty? If yes, then maybe it's time. Time not to quit life, but to steer it in the right direction. What I'm about to share with you is not just a rule, it's a perspective, a way to think, to live, to work. It's called the 80-20 principle. And if you truly understand it, believe me, your life will remain the same, but the way you see it will completely change. 80% of results come from just 20% of the efforts. And the remaining 80% of your energy? It often just drains you, distracts you, and in the end, doesn't give you much in return. Ask yourself, are you really being productive or just busy? Most of us start our day with a long to-do list. Every task seems urgent, every email, every message, every meeting. But have you ever paused and asked yourself, how many of these truly move your life forward? How many actually matter? The 80-20 principle teaches us that most things don't matter, but a few key things can change everything. Your time is precious, but how are we spending it? Chasing every sound, stopping for every notification, thinking every phone call is important. Do you really want to know where your life is headed? Then just look at how you spend your time. Only 20% of your actions bring 80% of your happiness, success, and peace. And the other 80%? They're just noise. They're the fog clouding your vision. This audiobook is here to cut through that noise, to wipe the fog off your eyes, so you can finally see clearly the 20% that actually matters. Every day, every morning, you have a choice to decide what you're going to do with your time. Because once time passes, it never returns. People often say, I don't have time. But the truth is, we all have time. We just don't place it where it truly matters. Your attention is your greatest power. And the 80-20 principle teaches you where to focus that power and where not to. If you want to see real change in your life, you first need to change your priorities. Identify the things that truly make a difference, and let go of the things that are just stealing your time. In the beginning, this won't be easy. Your habits will pull you back. You'll want to fall into what's comfortable, even if it's useless. But you have to fight. Because you're not here to be just another person in the crowd. You're different. And the ones who rise above the noise are the ones who dare to be different. Everyone has 24 hours, but some people write history with it, while others just pass time. The difference? They chose to do what truly matters. First, now take a moment and think. What is that 20% in your life? Which actions, which relationships, which decisions truly push you forward, and which ones are holding you back? Once you identify them, your burden will feel lighter, your path will become clearer, and your focus sharper. It's not easy, but it's not impossible either. And if right now, in this very moment, you decide, I will not drown in this noise, I will only do what truly matters, then your life will never be the same again. Most people live their lives reacting to problems, to people, to pressure. But here's a truth many ignore. Reaction is not power. Intention is. The 80-20 principle isn't just about managing time. It's about managing your life. It's about asking the deeper question, what am I really trying to create? And is what I'm doing right now actually helping me get there? You see, your energy is limited. Your focus, your willpower, even your motivation, they all run out. So the goal is not to do everything. The goal is to do the few things that matter the most, the things that create the biggest difference. Stop spreading yourself thin. You don't have to say yes to everything. You don't need to be everywhere for everyone all the time. That's not strength. That's noise. And noise kills clarity. Look around. People are drowning in distractions, scrolling, swiping, rushing, comparing. Everyone is busy, but very few are effective. You don't need to be busy. You need to be selective. You need to become ruthless about where your time goes. Because if you don't, the world will eat it up, piece by piece, hour by hour, until one day you look back and wonder where your life went. This is not a small shift. This is a revolution inside you. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to choose what you give your heart to. Think about it. What are those few actions that when you do them, everything else starts to fall into place? Maybe it's writing. Maybe it's planning. Maybe it's making one powerful call a day. Or maybe it's giving 1 hour of pure attention to your health, your mind, your soul. Whatever it is, find it and protect it. That's your 20%. That's your gold. The world will keep pulling you. Social media will keep shouting. Emails will keep pouring in. People will keep demanding. But none of that defines your path. You do. You have to choose the deep over the wide. You have to choose quality over quantity. You have to choose impact over activity. Because at the end of your life, you won't remember how many tasks you checked off. You'll remember how you felt, what you built, and who you became. So pause, breathe, reflect. Ask yourself, what are the 3 things I can do every day that actually move me forward? Just 3, not 30. And once you have your 3, give them your full soul. Make them non-negotiable. Make them sacred. That's what the 80-20 mindset is about. It's not just a strategy. It's a commitment to live with clarity, to act with purpose, and to create with meaning. You don't need more apps. You don't need more planners. You need more intention. Because life doesn't reward those who do the most. It rewards those who do what matters most. The moment you realize this, your energy shifts. You stop chasing everything and start building something. And in that silence, in that simplicity, you'll find power. You'll find momentum. You'll find yourself. There is a reason why some people rise while others stay stuck. It's not because they're smarter. It's not because they're luckier. It's because they've learned to focus. They don't waste their days pleasing everyone. They don't let distractions win. They've trained their minds to ask, is this the best use of my time, my energy, my life? And maybe it's time you start asking the same question. Look, this isn't about working harder. It's about working right. Because if you're climbing a ladder that's leaning against the wrong wall, no matter how fast you climb, you're still in the wrong place. The 80-20 principle demands honesty. Brutal, beautiful honesty. It asks you to look at your to-do list and admit, most of this doesn't matter. It asks you to look at your calendar and admit, most of this is noise. It asks you to look in the mirror and admit, I've been busy, but not effective. And yes, that's a hard truth. But that's also the beginning of power. Because when you finally let go of the unnecessary, you create space for what's essential. When you stop doing things just to feel productive, you start doing things that are actually transformative. You might be wondering, how do I begin? You begin by cutting. Yes, cutting. Cut the tasks that look important, but aren't. Cut the meetings that waste your time. Cut the habits that drain your energy. Cut the guilt of not doing everything. Cut the need to be perfect. Just cut. Because when you cut the excess, the valuable begins to shine. What remains is clear. What remains is strong. What remains is what drives you forward. Think of your life like a garden. If you don't remove the weeds, they'll choke the flowers. The 80-20 principle is your tool to weed out the distractions, so the best parts of your life can grow. Start small. Identify one thing each day that doesn't serve you, and remove it. Then, identify one thing that truly matters, and double down on it. One email that doesn't need your reply. 1 hour wasted scrolling. One yes you didn't need to say. Remove it, and then invest that time into your top 20%. The few things that light you up, that build your dreams, that bring you closer to who you want to be. This is not a one-time fix. This is a practice, a discipline, a commitment to living with clarity every single day. And slowly, you'll start to notice the difference. Your stress will reduce. Your confidence will rise. You'll get more done with less effort. And you'll finally start feeling aligned with yourself, your purpose, your potential. Because when your life is full of the essential, you no longer chase peace. You become peace. So keep asking, what is the 20% that creates 80% of my progress, my joy, my growth? And once you know, don't let anything come between you and that.